Sinong may kagagawa nito? Hindi makakaalis si Alice Guo kung walang tumulong sa kanya ng mga opisyales ng pamahalaan para tayong ginisa sa sarili nating mantika. I have always believed that legislative hearings are policy-driven. Kaya nung nag-announce na ng ban ang Pangulo, sabi ko, we have done our jobs. Let law enforcement take the lead. Pero paano kung ang law enforcement mismo ang kailangan imbestigahan? What if they drop the ball? Paano kung sila ang dapat managot? Nangako ang BI sa akin at sa Senate President pro tempore na hindi nila hahayaan si Guo Huaping na makaalis sa Pilipinas. Yun pala, ay wala na talaga siya. Mr. President, kung hindi po natin ito gawan ng paraan as an institution, as a country, parang nagpasampal tayo sa dayuhang ito na paulit-ulit ni sinaula ang ating mga batas, patakaran at proseso. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Senator Tulfo is recognized.
I'd like to make a manifestation in support of
You
what
may proceed, sir.
Senator Rizon de Vera said. Tama yung sinabi niya, dapat gawa natin paraan. A few weeks ago, I did have a hearing sa Committee on Public Services at napuna ko po yung walang processing center. Ang lahat ng mga kababayan natin nung umalis papuntang abroad, walang processing center. Pag ikaw ay isang pasahero, gustong pumunta ng abroad sakay ng isang chartered plane, hindi ka nadadaan sa proseso, hindi ka nadadaan sa immigration, diretso-diretso ka na sa gate, sakay ng limousine mo, SUV, and then pagdating sa tarmac, aakyat ka na sa aeroplano mo, and then here comes the CIQ, Customs, Immigration, and Quarantine. At kung yun ay kasabwat ni Alice Go, madaling makakalusot dahil walang CCTV na dadaanan. That's why I told people sa Mia, by the end of this year, kapag wala pa rin processing center ang mga chartered plane, ako po yung magagaliti, I will really raise hell. This is one example kung bakit ito si Alice Go ay nakalabas. I'm very sure, walang nakalagay kung anong aeroplano, right? Going out. I'm very sure ito ay lumabas through a chartered plane, through a private plane. So all we need to do is tanungin natin kung matitrace siyang kung anong mga private plane ang lumabas o chartered plane ang lumabas that very day from the Philippines. Doon natin matatrack down. At sino yung mga CIQ, Customs, Immigration, Quarantine, ang nag-process ng kanilang passport sa loob ng aeroplano. Because ang nangyari ngayon, Mr. President, kahit na sinong Poncio Pilato sakay ng kanyang limousine, nag-charter siya ng plane, diretso na siya sa tarmac, and then aakyat siya sa loob ng aeroplano, bit ang kanyang mga maleta. Ito pa, yung pagkuha ng mga information, pag dumaan tayo sa immigration, yun po ay useless. Yung biometrics, kinukunan tayo ng picture, etc. Useless po yun dahil wala tayong tinatawag na cross-matching. We don't have that capability yet. So ibig sabihin, itong si Alice Go, pwedeng bumalik to ng Pilipinas, mga kapusit na hindi natin alam, sapagkat all she needs to do is, same mukha niya, basta't palitan lang niya yung kanyang pangalan, makakalusot na siya. So this has to be changed. At again, ako'y nanawagan sa mga taga-NAIA, MIA, Immigration, get your act together dahil by the end of this year, gusto ko magkaroon ng processing center ang lahat ng pasahero going in and coming out of the country. Kailangan may processing center na sila ay dadaan sa butas ng karayom tulad ng dinadaanan ng lahat ng mga simpleng pasahero. Maraming salamat, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Salamat po, Mr. President. Ako po, kung magtangka pa yang si Guo Huaping bumalik dito sa Pilipinas, siguro naman huhulihin na talaga siya, di po ba? Pero sa ginawa niya pong iyon na niloko tayo sa loob ng isang buwan, yung pala ay nasa labas na. Ewan ko na lang po kung babalik pa yan dito o lalong papalayo sa atin. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Senator Poe, what is your pleasure?
Actually, I would also like to confirm that during some instances in the past, there are private planes that have taken off and there was a conflict between the immigration and the airport security group. At least in the main thoroughfares, in the main airports, meron talagang airport security group at may immigration. Pero sa mga ibang lugar, kung sa north man yan, dun sa mga PEZA zones, kung may mga airport doon, I think we should also have an inventory. What day did she arrive in Malaysia? For example, if CAAP has a record of all departures from the Philippines and from where, because I'm sure we have a list if they went to Malaysia, ilan yung mga flight papuntang Malaysia. Whether it's private or a passenger plane, we should be able to determine that. Kasi syempre meron yung traffic, di ba? So they should have a master list of who had taken off and have reached for an international flight. So that's one possibility for us to be able to track them. Pero ang ginawa natin dati sa NAIA, also for the information of the new chair of the Committee on Public Services, lahat ng mga gates may mga CCTV na para yung sa mga, kasi nangyayari dito sa mga private planes, papasok sila dun sa mga side entrance ng airport, hindi alam kung sino mga pasahero dun, kunyari Grandia na tinted. Dapat yan ngayon may mga pwede natin imbestigahan kung kinukunan lahat ng mga nakasakay sa loob kasi minsan napupuslit pumapasok sa eroplano, hindi nakikita ng immigration or ng airport security group. So that's all, Mr. President. Thank you.
Mr. President.
If I may, Mr. President, salamat kay Sen. Grace. And tungkol po dun sa CCTV, mukhang sanay itong si Guo Huaping. Maybe this is not the first time she did this. Dahil kung i-enlarge po natin yung photo dun sa ipinakita kong slide kanina, hindi po na-capture ang image niya dun sa CCTV. So dumaan or idinaan siya sa spots na hindi mahuhuli kahit yung video image niya. So baka may nagturo, tama po si Sen. Grace, baka may nagturo sa kanya at hindi lang dito sa immigration natin, posibleng sa immigration ng iba pang ASEAN countries. Salamat, Mr. President.
Mr. President, Senator Lauren Legarde is taking the floor.
Senator Legarde is recognized for her manifestation. You may proceed, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. May I request that the good sponsor answer some questions for my enlightenment? Mr. President, I wanted to associate myself with the speech of the Deputy Minority Leader. She and Senator Sherwin Gatchalian and many of our colleagues have been very aggressive and persistent in trying to thresh out this problem of illegal and foreign nationals who have been elected into office. And this really is a national security concern. Aside from the fact that this Mayor Guo had left the country and supposedly having been assisted by law enforcers or even officials of government because there was already a hold or a ban, but she was able to leave. And whether there's a video or not, those are details. But we must further investigate, and the Deputy Minority Leader is correct, and how these agencies of government must be answerable on how a wanted person is able to escape the country. I also would like to bring to the attention that more than 1,200 have been given, according to the PSA, and this has been reported already, have been given birth certificates. Who knows if one of those 1,200 will also run for elective office? A councilor, a barangay captain, a mayor, we don't know. So dapat isama po sa ating pagpupulong at sa mga hearing yung higit sa 1,200 na inamin na ng PSA na nabigyan niya ng birth certificate. So having said that, at the proper time, if and when this will be brought to the floor once again, there were just questions I would like to do in support of the manifestation of Senator Ontiveros. Thank you.
Mr. President. Senator Gatchalian is recognized.
Mr. President, talaga pong pinaglalaroan ho tayo at iniinsulto ang ating institusyon dahil nung August 15, 2024, nag-file po si Guo Huaping aka Alice Guo ng motion to reopen and admit attached counter affidavit ito po yung patungkol sa kaso niya na ifinile po ng DOJ sa human trafficking. At dito po sa counter affidavit, meron pong notary public na notarized po on August 14, 2024 by a certain attorney Elmer Galica na yung kanyang opisina ay nasa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. At pinapunta ko ho yung staff ko to verify whether this law firm is indeed legit. May law firm naman po, may tao naman po sa law firm. Wala ho si attorney Galica doon, pero nakausap po ng staff ho natin sa telepono. At ang sabi ho ni attorney Galica na si Guo Huaping ay pumunta sa kanya personally on August 14, 2024. So, talaga hong may pinagloloko ho tayo dahil parang lumalabas at bumabalik at despite na mayroon pong arrest warrant ay hindi ho ito pinapansin at imbes lumalabas at bumabalik po sa ating bansa kung totoo po na meron ho siyang personal appearance dito po kay Attorney Galica. So dapat ho maimbitahan rin po to si Attorney Galica sa next hearing po ni Senator Rizzo Hontiveros para marinig ho sa kanya mismo kung talaga bang merong personal appearance. Dahil ho, sabi niya, base po sa interview ng ating staff, na meron pong personal appearance po sa kanya. Mr. President, let me correct myself. It's Attorney Elmer Galicia. Attorney Elmer Galicia, na ang office po ay sa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. No? So kaya ho, Mr. President, talaga pong pinaglalaruan po yung ating institusyon at itong taong to, itong abogadong to ay dapat po maimbitahan para malaman ho natin ang katotohanan. No? Either siya ho'y nagsisinungaling at wala pong personal appearance o talagang balik labas po ng ating bansa na lumalampas po sa Bureau of Immigration dahil hindi naman po makakalabas at makakabalik po ng ating bansa kung hindi po tinatatakan po yung kanyang pasaporte. So maraming salamat sa Senator Risa for bringing this out and maraming salamat po at napag-usapan po natin.
Noted.
Maraming salamat po, Sen. Sherwin, and very well taken po, Mr. President, na sa patuloy naming pagdinig dito sa usapin ng POGO sa Senate Committee on Women ay tatawagin yung resource person na sinabi ni Sen. Sherwin na si Attorney Galicia. Salamat po.
Yes.
Salamat po.
Mr. President, Majority Leader, really quick.
Senator Zubiri is recognized. You may
Thank you. I
proceed,
don't
sir.
want to delay the proceedings, particularly in the third reading vote, but I like to congratulate Senator Risa for bringing this up. We support her on this particular issue. And as early as last year, if you can recall, when I was presiding in one of the budget deliberations, I made mention the fact hindi pa pumuputok ito si Mayor Guo, hindi pa pumuputok itong issue na to, that there was a town in Mindanao that was issuing fake birth certificates, late registration. I mentioned it there. It was picked up by the media. This was November of 2023. And tama pala yung pinalabas ko na information, and now it seems that the PSA has validated almost over 1,600 or 1,700 fake late registration birth certificates. So at that time, I remember that the NBI, when I spoke to them, said that they had no evidence of such thing happening. So I want to thank Senator Risa Hontiveros Committee for, and together with Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, for bringing this out, that this was actually happening. If we didn't bring that out as early as then and now, I would just dread to believe what would happen to our country. It will be a nation of fake Filipinos. And on the issue of the plane, Your Honor, Mr. President, just a tip to my distinguished colleague, if you have the document, the arrival document in Malaysia, they will always have the flight number. Meron yun, sure yun. Impossible na hindi registered yung flight number na yan. If the flight number now registers to a chartered plane, then you can find out who owns the chartered plane. And dahil nga masyadong popular ito si Mayor Go, kilala siya. Siguradong kilala ng piloto kung sinong pasahero nila. Imposibleng hindi makikilala. Matatanong mo sila, bakit nila hindi na i-report na ito po ang pasahero nila? Because you have also manifest. You cannot leave. The CAAP can fine or actually dismiss pilots in the failure to name the members in the manifest. And it has to be the authentic name. It has to be a certified name with passport. So my suggestion, Mr. President, to the committee is to go back and subpoena, of course, CAAP, and if they give you the documents on who the chartered plane that provided this escape, then you can subpoena these individuals. Pero imposibleng darating yan sa international port na walang document kung anong eroplanong sinakyan niya at yung airplane number, because that's a violation of international law. So thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to our distinguished colleague.
Thank you, Senator Zubiri.
Salamat po, Mr. President, at kay Sen. Migs. Maigi nga po na in the course of the investigation, nag-step up po talaga yung iba't ibang executive agencies and constitutional bodies. Siguro may parallel pressure or support sa isa't isa, no? Tayo dito sa legislature at yung ilang opisina sa executive at constitutional bodies para talaga to be equal to this task, lalo na mapanghamon yung mga issue na hinaharap sa atin ng POGO at mga katulad ni Guo Huaping. And again, very well taken po yung mga payo na ibinigay, mga dagdag na resource persons para sa isa sa mga huling pagdinig ng komite namin laban sa POGO. Aming salamat, Mr. President.
Mr. President, if I may.
Senator Jinggoy.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to associate myself with the manifestation of Senator Risa. If my memory serves me right, during the hearing of the committee chaired by Senator Risa, I asked the representative of the BID bluntly if Mayor Alice Go is still here in the country as we speak, and then he said yes, he is still here. So we have to hold the BID responsible also for this fiasco. And one more thing, Mr. President, I don't think that Mayor Alice Go chartered a plane in NAIA. Dahil una-una, kilalang tao to. Mapera, masyado na-expose sa TV, so kilala. So I don't think nag-charter itong si Mayor Alice Go sa NAIA. Siguro nag-charter ng plane yan sa ibang maliliit na airport kung saan tahimik ang mga tao ron. Like for example, sa may maliit na Katarman, halimbawa. O sa Katiklan, yung mga hindi masyadong busy airport, nag-charter na airplano, gagamit lang ng fake passport yan, pwede ka nang umalis. Sino magmamonitor doon sa mga maliliit na airport? Meron ba tayong mga CAAP doon? Meron ba tayong mga BID doon? Wala. So it's easy to escape here in the Philippines pagka meron ka talagang kaso. Kung pumunta ka lang sa mga maliliit na airport, mag-charter ka ng plane, maraming pera eh. So, punta ka Hong Kong, 2 oras nandun ka na. Wala na tayong hapon. Yun lang po, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Jinggoy.
Mr.
Senator
President,
Bernal.
one last point, if I may, to one of the points raised by the Senate President pro tempore. In fact, it appears in that initial information given by NBI and by another ASEAN immigration authority, it appears na si Guo Huaping used her Philippine passport in this flight last month. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Mr. President, very short manifestation.
Yes, Senator Villanueva.
Thank you very much. First of all, let me congratulate and again commend our dear colleagues sa observation on this particular issue, Senator Risa Ontiveros, because we have been experiencing this for quite a long time, and it's about time that we take the cudgels of really asking for the highest form of accountability to these government offices, Mr. President. Let me just remind the body in 2016 about the biggest human trafficking syndicate that we unearthed in this August chamber, in this institution, wherein more than 1,300 illegal workers in Clark ay na-unearth natin. And involved po dito, Mr. President, yung 2 deputy commissioner ng Bureau of Immigration na nakita rin natin sa TV, sa CCTV, na humingi ng 50 milyong piso. So talagang hindi bago, Mr. President, itong mga salarin at itong mga mga rascals ng industriya ng Pogo para i-bribe itong ating mga nangangasiwa ng border control natin. Pinapakita din nito, Mr. President, yung kalakihan ng challenge that we have on our hand about the inefficiencies of our system. So I join my colleagues in asking for these personalities, not only the lawyer that was mentioned by Senator Gatchalian, the NAIA personnel, the BI personnel, airport security groups, etc. na meron pong live warrant of arrest ito at nakakahiya na sa mga otoridad na may warrant of arrest ito for so long, hindi pa rin nila makita, hindi pa rin nila matunton kung nasan itong individual na ito. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pangulo.
Thank you, Senator Villanueva. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, before we proceed with the approval of the journal, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of several distinguished guests in the gallery. We have the Congressman, the representative from the Lone District of Siquijor, the Honorable Sal de Villa, in our midst. The former chairperson of the National Historical Commission, Dr. Emmanuel Calaro. The representative of the 2nd District of Bacoor, Honorable Lani Mercado Revilla. We have the president of the Bacoor Historical Society, Jose Andres Leaño Diaz, and Mr. Edwin Ginto from the Tourism Council of Bacoor. All guests of Senator Ligarda. We have guests coming of Senator Jingo Estrada, Councilor Vidanes of Pililla Rizal, Vice Mayor Pia Cabral of Taytay Rizal. Guests of Senator Alan Cayetano,